Yes, there, I've remembered to turn my microphone on this week. I hope I have anyway. Can you hear me, Mother? Can you hear me? Yes, hi, welcome back to another very rare Ted at the Bench with the Titanic. Yeah, start collecting these because they'll become rare. Am I a little bit overexposed? I look alright, yes, I'm not exposing too much. Right, here we go. Right, yeah, we saw one last week, putting things together, and whatever we did. I can't remember what we did. I had to look back at the last video to see what we did. We were doing some lighting and things like that. But I have done lots since you've been away. Or since I've been away. Or is it you've been away? Wherever. Anyway, we're going to do something else this week. And whilst I've been away, or whilst you've been away, we'll get back to that again. I've been doing lots of things which include masking. Masking everything, because you mask something and then you paint it and then you've got to mask it all again to paint it again. But I've done things like some of the upper superstructures. I'll show you these when I flick the camera around and things like that. I'll show you with a little bit more detail on things. Yeah. In fact, why don't I do that now, and then you don't have to look at me, and you can see what's on the bench when I get my little cursor to move. There we go. Right, here we are. We're on the bench. Yeah, we've got this week. We're going to do some photo etch windows. I think you've seen them. You might have seen me doing those before, but here we go. We're going to do some photo etch windows on the last piece of superstructure that I've got. But in the meantime, I've been spraying the decks, spraying the upper. This is parts of the upper superstructure. This is where the funnels will sit. So they had to be masked at a different colour. And then all this is, yeah, it's got to be painted as well. And I've got some other pieces over here. Yeah, sorry about the white balance. I'm just trying to keep it so that when we come to do close-in shots, it focuses. And when we come back again, we can do some far away shots and it focuses. Hopefully. Yes, anyway, that's what we're going to do. So, yeah, you see, I've had to mask all this off. And then you mask all this off because you paint this, and then you mask that off, and then you mask that off, and you paint that, and then you forget that you need to mask that off because you haven't painted that, and then you've got to, yeah, it goes on and on and on and on. You think it's real easy because you think painting superstructure, it's just masses of white, but then it's little bits of white. Like, I stuck this little cabin, I'm not sure where it is. Somebody out there in Chatland who's built this probably already knows where it is, but there was a little cabin on there that I stuck on, glued it on. No, I didn't. Yeah, we don't glue things here. Hang on. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we don't stick things on. We apply them with glue, and we construct it. So I constructed this little cabin on top of here, and then realised that this needed painting different to that. So, and then because I'd already put these little ventilation tubes on, I had to mask them separately to that, and then I had to paint that, and then I had to, yeah, it goes on and on and on. So yeah, there's lots of it. So yeah, when you buy the Trumpeter, buy the boat, the ship. If somebody says I'm calling the Trumpeter Titanic a boat, it's a ship, whatever. So yeah, when you buy the ship, buy lots and lots of paint, lots and lots of glue, and lots of masking tape, because you're going to need it. Yeah, so let's have a chat, let's have a spin round, and I'll just have a look about who's in chat. But welcome to you all. There's a few of you out there, so if you're not in chat, down here I think is chat, so if you're not in chat, please come in chat and say hello, even if you're new to this, even if I've popped up on your recommendations and annoying because you're usually watching homely homestead farmer planting crops in his homely homestead patch somewhere, because that's what Mrs. Ted does. Yeah, come along and say hello in chat, because I know you're out there. I can see you. Right, so who's in? Yeah, well, I was in first, yeah, and then Jamesy boy was in. Good evening, James. Scale Model Ninja, good evening to you. Pedro GM, good evening. Panzer Cat, Fox, model making guru, he's always around. I do hope, by the way, yeah, Colin was on before me, so I do hope you enjoyed his show as well. Sorry I couldn't make it, Col. I was sort of busy trying to set up, and I had a heart-stopping moment or half an hour when I couldn't get my microphone to work. Yeah, the Yeti microphone wouldn't work, so I had to switch it all off and switch it all back on again. I know it works. Right. Panzer Cat, Fox, Mission M, hi all from Cologne. He built the Rodney from Trumpeter from a few years ago. Nice kit, yeah, the Rodney. Brilliant little battleship. Yeah, well, not little battleship, huge battleship, lovely battleship. The traditional shaped battleship. If you were a child at school and you were asked to draw a battleship, you'd draw something like the Rodney. Yeah, that was it. I've just stopped my camera, so I'll try to straighten it up again. There we go. A workbench cam, looking lovely, says Fox. Yeah, wait till you see this. Wait till you see what I can do. See, look at that. Now I'm up here. Yeah, see there. Yeah, see, I'm clever. Where are we at? Panzer Cat, James Boy, Panzer Cat. Oh yeah, I can see you. I can see you all. So if you sat there just in your shorts, or even if you sat there not in your shorts, I'm not going to tell you. Where else are we at? Andy McLeish, good evening Andy, popping to say iceberg ahoy and leaves alike. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you do like it, give us a like. Yeah, like and subscribe. If you're here for the first time and you haven't subscribed, yeah, you've got to subscribe to these, because these live streams are pretty well unannounced. We're all doing them from the live build, the eModels build team. It's a way of getting things done and progressing quicker, that we could do a live stream and just get on with it and talk to you guys, and you can enjoy an hour's worth of model making, because that's what we do. Hi everyone from Dublin, says Chris J. Horn, finishing off another build at the moment, and Trumpeter Titanic next. You will enjoy it, yes. To me it's been a bit of a millstone, because I've got lots of other things going on in my life at the moment, the family and things like that. But yeah, you will enjoy it. There's lots of parts. It's really easy to build. It's just a matter of getting in the workshop and building it. That's it. Fox, yes, I can see you. Nuts. I'm not saying anything else. James Boy, good evening. Mission M, the only thing I can miss is Trumpeter's rigging information. Yeah, that's missing from the Titanic. Whether I do that when I get to that stage, I've got some easy line. I might have a go at it, but I'll have to use like sort of photo references and have a search of Facebook pages and things like that. But there we go. Yeah, if you want to buy the kit, yes, it's in the description box about the kit and everything, and buy it from eModels, because that's the best place to get it, and you get a bit knocked off as well. Yeah, tell them I sent you and they'll knock a bit off. But they won't really, because they've already discounted it. But yeah, well, we got right. So we get on with something. Shall we do something? Right. What I was going to do today was, to start with, I was going to finish some of these photo etch window frames. Ooh, photo etch, you say? Yeah, I've already done some on this side, nice and shiny. Let's move the lights up a little bit. Nice and shiny. They're lovely. Yeah, they fit brilliantly. I forgot about that one. Yeah, so we're going to do these. I wonder what that is, because I haven't got any. D31. Right. Yeah, now then, I've already cut some out. Here we are. I've cut them out, and if I sneeze, they'll go flying. They'll go everywhere. So I'll try not to do that. But what I'm gluing them in with, this stuff, it's brilliant. It's brilliant for photo etch window frames, things that are not going to come under sort of too much stress and strain and things like that, and just sit in a right nice recessed gap. It's glue and glaze from Deluxe. I got this from eModels. Yep, go and get some. As well as your masking tape for the Titanic, buy some of this. It's good for the windows. You can actually, if you wanted to, make some glazing with it. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to stick the frames in. Now, I've already cut some out. There's some more to cut out yet, and we'll show you how to do that. And then we'll look at maybe cutting some other things out, and maybe having a little bit of a play and see how they go. But anyway, let's crack on with it. If you've got any questions, please put them in chat. Put them in bold, because what I've got to do is actually spin round to look at the chat, because you're over there and I'm over here, and I've got to spin round to keep looking at chat. So if you see me doing that on the little camera up here, that's what I'm doing. Where we are. Don't forget, yeah, it's an eModel stream. Belly and bench, what's in the bench and what's in your belly for today. We always do that. It's an eModels contractual obligation, something that we have to do. Then when you get your glue and glaze, it comes with this little applicator tube attached to it, and you think, well, I don't want that. Keep it. It's brilliant. It always gums up, so you have to clean it every time you come to use it. But it's brilliant for applying very tiny amounts of glue to very small areas. I'll probably go quiet while I'm doing a little bit of this, and it's even more difficult because I'm trying to keep it so that you can see it happening before your very eyes. And we put a window frame in. There we go. And this stuff dries clear, but all you need to do is just clip your window frame in. It clicks into the little groove because it's a brilliant fit. He says, knocking it out. And then you can just wipe the excess weight with your thumb. And then, let's see, we don't need much of a glue, like a super glue, to hold these in, because they're not going to fall out. And once you've actually sprayed them with paint, they're going to hold them in position as well. Whoops, see, too much. So you just wipe off the excess. And we get the next one. A nice little wax pencil, also again from eModels. Brilliant. Just pick up little bits and pop. So belly and bench, I'll just turn around and have a look at chat, see what's going on. During the week, Ted uses glue and glaze. On Friday night, Ted uses gin and glaze. That's ideal. I never thought of that. Gin and glazed. Gin and glazed. That's the words. Oh, German railway gondola, 1/72 from Hobby Boss on the bench, and some spare ribs for dinner. Oh, yeah, barbecue spare ribs, Chinese sauce spare ribs, anything like that. Spare ribs. I like the Chinese. I like the Chinese spare ribs. You know, you get them in a, oops, excuse me. You get them in a little plastic tub from the takeaway, and you come home and they're in that glorious, gooey type, messy type gravy. Yum. Yeah. Yeah, but the only thing I found, because I'm old and my teeth are not what they used to be, you find that after chewing the spare ribs, you get all the bits of pork stuck in your teeth. So there's that one. Just take the excess off, as simple as that, and we can go on doing this forever and ever. I haven't counted up how many of these windows there are to do on this bolt, but I will. I'll do that. I'll count up. Not right now, but you can see here all of them are windows, and then you turn it over and you do all of them windows and them windows, and then there's all windows in there, and then you turn it over and there's, we go on and on and on and on and on and on, and then there's more windows, more, yeah, lots and lots of windows, lots and lots of photo etch windows. By the time you've done this, you'll be an expert at photo etch windows. And now I've lost my page. Right, how we go? Bench games, yeah, Fox in the benches, Games Workshop, Imperial Knights, Preceptor, Belly, Tagliatelle Carbonara, garlic bread, onions, rings, and a lovely frosty beverage. Yeah, good. Yeah, beverage name, please. You know the rules, Fox. Beverage name. You should try the ribs from my grill guru. Oh, Fox is on his way. Yeah. Ted, did I have to clean up the thickness of the windows on the 45-degree side panels caused by the Trumpeter molding process? I seen other YouTubers suggesting this was done. I know exactly what you're on about. Hang on, I'll see if I can find bits in here. Right, where we are. Yeah, there's one there. What happens here is that because this window here is at a 45-degree angle to that piece, what happens then is the thickness of this here leaves a, I don't know if you can quite see it as we move in, it sort of cuts out half the window. Now then, you could, if you were really fussy, you could thin that out, but I haven't bothered because I don't think you're really going to see it. Yeah, you can thin it out, you can spend hours and hours thinning it out if you want, but to me it looks a bit like it's a shutter. So somebody's got the sun in their eyes, so they've decided to close a bit of the shutter. That's it. No, you're not going to really see it. Yeah, I know that people are building this boat ship with everything inside it. You can look through the windows and see furniture and things like that. But yeah, no, I'm not going to be forced. I'm just going to build it straight out of the box. It's going to be a brilliant model anyway. So yeah, so it's good. Yeah, you can spend as much or as little time on it as you want, and you're still going to have a fantastic kit. Right, that's that bit. But yeah, I know exactly what you mean. That's that little problem there, and really I don't know how you would go about filing that down. You could maybe try and cut it away, but no, I didn't bother. Oh, hang on, where are we going? Right, I think we need to start a fund for Ted for an iPad to have a chat in front of him. Ooh, oh, if that means something else, I might have to press buttons on. Ooh, dangerous. Yeah, as I said on the eModels channel the other night, that yeah, I pressed a button the other day and flooded the cafe with milk. But never mind. If you want to make sure you've got my attention, yeah, put if you sort of do the at eModels, it highlights it, and yeah, I can see that. Yeah, because Chris J. Horner's did it. Ched, that's exactly the issue which another YouTuber mentions. Thanks for the clarification. Yeah, that's it. Easy. You could do it if you want. If you're not that fussed, just get on and build it. Lee Eagle says, slap it on. Yeah, we haven't done a slap it on for ages, have we? It's an implicit that frosty beverage equals the beer. I haven't had a beer for ages. I did last night, for the first time in a long time, partake in a gin and orange. Because you know how you get those warm, sticky type days and you need just a long drink. Gin and orange does it with ice. It don't need to be gin and tonic, gin and orange with ice. Try it. Yeah, you don't need that fancy flavoured gin either. Just bog standard juniper gin and an orange juice, proper juice, and away you go. There we go. So yeah, that's Ted's drink tip of the night. Yeah, so Ted's solution to it, says Fox, was just ignore it completely. That's it. Yeah. Legals. Yeah, good evening to you. Gin and orange. Gorange. Well, cool. Right, let's get back on with gluing some windows in before we forget where we are. Now then, we've gone from the arched windows to the square windows. And we can see here, we have that sort of recess in there that you could, if you wanted to, file it out. I'm not exactly sure how you'd file it out. Maybe, yeah, you could cover it. But we're not going to do that. Let's move to the square window. What's through this square window? Who remembers that? The round window, the square window, and the arched window. Do you remember that? Who's old enough? Yeah. Back to TV. Kids TV of the 70s. It was brilliant. Some of it was spooky. Some of it was really weird. Some of it was off the wall. The Magic Roundabout. Wow. Yeah. And some, yeah. Kids TV. Gin and vodka, Godka. Gin and Red Bull medical attention. Well done. Jamesy boy, yes, play school through the round window. And Jemima. And Humpty. Was it Humpty? Big Ted and Little Ted. Big Ted. Yeah. Play school, yeah. I've got the tune going in my head now. Yes. I've got that earworm. I've done it myself. I've got that earworm going. The play school theme. What else was there? There was Vision On. Yeah, that was the Arts and Crafts show. Tony Hart. Magpie, Blue Peter. I think we've had this discussion before. Which would you have? Were you a play school or a Blue Peter? Yeah, it depends where you came from. I think if you were posh, it was Blue Peter, wasn't it? And if you were rough and ready, Fox, it was Magpie. there we go. If you don't, yep, you can get you. It doesn't need a lot. See how easily these are going in. Brilliant. I've got to run out of things to do by the time I've done all these windows. Basil brush, it says Jamesy boy. Basil brush, boom boom. Yeah, the early editions of Basil brush were good, and then I think the original sort of puppeteer died, didn't he, and was taken over by his son, which wasn't too bad. Then after that, I think I had a couple of puppeteers or presenters, co-presenters with Basil brush. In my mind it didn't quite work, or maybe I'd just grown up a bit by then. Everyone gets humble. Humble was in every window watching. If your eyes met hers, she violently stifles your living soul from your body, and you will forever wander the earth as a dark husk. Oh, yeah, see what I mean? If that was children's TV, it was weird. Yeah. Magic Roundabout, yeah, that was weird. Used to be fun. Yeah, I was only a kid, but it was weird. What else was there? Mr. Ben. Mr. Ben. Weird. Yeah. The Wombles. The Wombles were good. The Wombles were funny. Yeah, they were your first sort of eco warriors of Wimbledon Common. Yeah, they didn't really tell you what went on Wimbledon Common, but yeah, well, that's another story. That's not what this show's about. That's for another channel. Yeah, but Madame Cholet, the Wombles. What? Okay, what were the Wombles called? Great Uncle Bulgaria. Great Uncle Bulgaria. Who else was there? Name the Wombles. Mission M. That wax pencil is really handy for X parts. It's brilliant. It lasts. I had two of it. I think they come in a pack of 2, and I bought them ages ago. And when they stop being sticky, you just sharpen them, and then cut the point again, and they become sticky again. It doesn't leave any residue on the part. It's really good. Really handy. Handy. Right, have I got any Wombles coming in yet? And you will see I've got my photo etch bender here. We'll have a look at that shortly, because we've got some steps to make. I'll maybe try and zoom the camera in a little bit, and we can do some photo etch bending. Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get to it. Now this one, it's a bit of a pain, but it's gone in. There we go. Right, next one. So we got the square windows. Great Uncle Bulgaria, Barf, Flappy, Smackdown, Twiglet, Pen Pal and the Germans. No. Yeah, people are now all around the country, well, all the watchers anyway, all the watchers of eModels are now Googling the Wombles. Yeah, once you've Googled the Wombles, there'll be all sorts appearing in your Amazon history and popping up, and yeah, Amazon will now believe you're an eco warrior and start sending sort of why don't you buy this recycling bin, that sort of thing. But I'm sure that Tobermory, that's right. Tobermory, he was a Scottish one. Yes, he was. Yes, that was it. And now I've got the Womble song going on in my head as well as the play school theme. Yeah. But yeah, if you hum it, can you get a copyright here if you hum the tune? What's all this, Ted? Ted's on the telly, said Skyfish. Yes, I'm on telly. Yeah, I'm doing things. What witchcraft is this? Yes, I'm doing things. Not only am I doing things on the telly, Skyfish, I'm doing the Titanic. Yeah, that surprised you, didn't it? Yeah, you thought long ago there was a guy who was all keen and raged about his acquiring the Titanic to build, never to be seen again. Come on, glue. But he came out of hiding and he brought the Titanic with him because he wants to get it finished. Oh no, dropped it, found it. There we go. Right, that's all the square windows done, and they look to be fairly straight. Ooh. Ted, did you know there's a Titanic 2 ship being built? I did, yes, apparently. I don't think they're reproducing the original one, are they? But they're building another one. With the past history, would you sail on the Titanic? No. I said, yeah, I see Ted's future. 247 gluing windows, more windows. Right, we've got some arched windows to put in next. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them. This is how we cut out arched windows. Hang on, let's do some jiggery pokery a minute. If we do, just so you can see things a bit better. Is that one? No, that's not that one. That one. That one. Hang on a minute. I'm just going to reconfigure the video and see if you can. I'm going to press buttons here. Watch. Yeah, let's zoom in a little bit. There we go. And what we're going to do now, we're going to cut out some photo etch windows. We need, oh, where's the book? I've lost my page. We need them. That's it. Where's the parts gone? Right, so we've done that. We turn it around that way. No, we don't. We turn it around that way, and we want 4 D42s. Them. And just as it happens, I have them here. D42s. 2 there. Sorry if that's flashing and blowing out your white balance. Skullfish says, do I look at the kit on a bench and feel like I have one hell of an iceberg to climb? Yeah, it got that way, Skull. It really did get that way. It came to it that I didn't want to do it anymore. I wanted to do other things. And then, in all seriousness, yes, I wanted to do other things. But then I thought, well, I did say that I was going to build the Titanic for you as the eModels builder, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to complete that task because you expect it. I really didn't want to look at it some days. Every time I came into the workshop, it's there. looking at me, say, build me. And it beat me down a little bit. But yeah, I thought, yeah, right, come on, let's get on with it. Pull yourself together. Let's get out and get it done. So, and once you get going on it, I forget who it was that said he's already got it. Yeah, don't let it beat you down. If you're getting too much, leave it, because there's a lot of detail in this, and if you mess it up, you'll forever regret it, because you'll forever see those problems, faults, bits that you haven't done right. Sorry if you can't see it, but well, let's move this down a little bit. The next one. I will go quiet and concentration. It was just getting that mojo to come back in the workshop and do it. And then once you look at it and you break it all down, you realise that it's not really that difficult of a kit to do. There's just lots of it. And also as well, I found that filming it was hard work too, because it won't fit on the bench. It's difficult to find an angle to get the view in like this. I'm trying to let's move this over a bit again. Yeah, I'm still up here, by the way. I'm still there. Yeah. Old lady, Captain, do ships like this sink often? No, ma'am, only the once. Boom, boom. Yeah. When I was working on the boats on Windermere, somebody came on the boat and said, has this boat ever sank? No. Right, we've got another two of these, two more arch windows to do. There's no bits on there, and there's no bits on there, so we want 42s. Yeah, that's it. It's confusing because there's only so many windows on each fret, and then you run out of them, so then you've got to go find them again. Right. What I've got here, if you don't know what's going on here, I've got an old piece of acetate that I think it came from one of these online shops where you could buy acetate. I was after some for a particular reason, maybe some greenhouse glass or something like that, and they send you a load of samples, which I didn't think anything of. You know, this is 3mm clear acrylic. Beautiful. It's great for cutting out photo etch because it gives a little bit but not too much, so it doesn't like blunt your scalpel. If you're cutting on like a ceramic tile or something like that, your scalpel's going to go a bit blunt soon. Then I've got a flat bladed chisel edge scalpel, an X-Acto type thing with a big handle. I think it's from a tool set in the distant past, and you can just find the edge of the part that you want to cut out where it joins the fret and just press and it cuts it, he says, and then come around like that. So there we go. Try and cut them as close as you can. That way you don't have to fiddle and try and sort of file bits off. They're only microscopic little bits that you need to take off. Nubs. Yeah. Are they nubs? If it's photo edge, are they nubs? Yeah, as Fox rightly says there, yeah, if you do get a big kit like this, like the like the submarine, or like the big Panzer IV or anything like that, buy yourself a little kit to go with it, or a couple of little kits, because you can burn yourself out on these and you really regret having it, whereas you can take a bit of time out. Just oh, I don't know, well, where are we at? Hang on a bit, I'll be back in a second. Yeah, you could buy yourself a little chibi tank. These sort of things, brilliant. These are brilliant sort of mojo busters, because you've got a huge kit like this, like the Titanic. I must be careful not to lose them windows. You've got a huge kit like this, the Titanic, and you don't get anything done because you just get fed up of it. So a little mojo buster. But yeah, and it rocks as well. Look at that. Yeah, so you can knock one of these up in, well, I think we did these in 4 hours, didn't we, folks? Something like that. There we go. That's what you do. Right, 2 more windows to get in, and then we've been on nearly an hour already. Chatting, you see, that's what makes this job a little bit easier, and that's why we decided that we would build these big kits, sort of eModels builds. We decided that we would do them as a live build, because you can get on, do a bit of chatting, time passes in no time at all, and you achieve something at the end of it. Like, yeah, granted, I've just been sticking windows in tonight. Apart from that one that does want, sorry, you're not seeing it. Apart from this one that does want to glue in. There's that one. And we could go on another one here like this. Then we've got the arched windows in. Ooh, excuse me knocking the camera. Right, yeah, I think now that you've probably seen me gluing enough of these windows in. There's a couple more to do on this. There's a couple here on the ends, and then there's one I forgot altogether on that end. But yeah, I can do that after, but we've got the main parts of that done. That's ready for now, or after the show, it'll be ready for spraying up. And we'll get it sort of looking like this. So there's even grills and things to go in it. But yeah, that'll come to that, and then we can get the rest of the ship's superstructure sort of put together. The lighting's gone in. I finished some of the lighting from the last time I was here, but now what we'll do, we'll have a look at a set of steps, because right, when we put these parts in, when we sprayed them, that's that bit there. When we sprayed it, we need a first bit of really structural photo etch, which is 2 of these companionways here, 2 stairs. Ted, look at the dust on that, you scruffy. That's not dust. That's not dust. That's weathering. Yes. I took ages weathering that. That's not dust. How dare you? Ooh. Right, I've lost my cursor there. Move the cursor. Easy, Idaho. Good to see you too. Yeah, there we go. Right. Yeah, brilliant. Ooh, yeah. Right, that's that one. And we've done that. Right, let's have a look at making one of these. Now I need my tweezers for this. Right, I'll give me a little bit of paper because it'll probably be out of focus. We have here, it comes into view, a companionway, yeah, ladders, stairs, back into focus, come on, there we go. There we go. Look how tiny that is. Hang on, I'll show you how tiny it is. There's a penny. There, that's how big it is. Now then, whether you can see this as I make it, we'll try. So we'll get that one out of the way because I forget where it's going. So we have another one to make. So let's zoom this in a little bit more for you. I'll try and keep it in shot so we can see the magic as it happens. Right, what we're going to do first, let's move things out of the way. We don't need the glue glaze for this anymore. We can find the ladder, companionway, steps, whatever you want to call them. I forgot what number it is. Where's my instructions? I thought, good evening Ted, long time no see. Still, yeah, I'm still humbling along. I'm still going on with it. Where are we at? For me, the fun part of doing a kit, the fun part of doing a kit is doing the research. So as you try to make the kit as real like the real thing as possible. Unfortunately, there's so much material published on the Titanic. Yeah, there's lots and lots and lots of material for the Titanic, and there's also lots and lots of groups that say, you know, people that, oh, that's all wrong, and yeah, that would never be like that. But yeah, build it as you want to do it. Build it as you want to see the model. If you want to go to the far ends of it, yep, you can build your model. PED18 D photo etch 18. There we are. Up there, 18 and 19. There we are. Right, so we're going to cut this one out. These are going to be really delicate. We don't need the pencil either. PE18. You wonder how this. Let's get it in shot. Well, let's move this down a little bit. Excuse me, moving the camera during a stream, but it needs to be done. Otherwise, I'll cut it out all wrong and swear for ages. Right, so here we go. We cut this out, and the handrails on this are very, very delicate. There, here we are. There's still a few nubs on there, but I think I can nip them off, as I certainly wouldn't like to try and hold this whilst I try and file them off. So just keep yourself a nice sharp scalpel, and you can cut away the nubs. Right. Ted, am I putting curtains up at the windows? Hang on a minute. I didn't put curtains up at the Titanic windows, but I did put curtains up in the shop windows. Look, they've all got curtains in. Yeah, curtains. Yeah, that, yeah. Yeah, this isn't an eModels build, by the way. This is mine. But curtains, windows. Windows are everywhere. Curtains. Right, now we need the photo etch bender. We can get this bit out of the way so we don't lose things. Right, so what we need to do is decide which way we're going to bend it. I don't think there's a right way and a wrong way. Just caught the sight of a nub in the studio lights. Oops. Very delicate. Right. We need now a pair of tweezers to find out which way this is going to fold. So what we do, we loosen this off, slide that into there. Oh, can you see it? There we go. Slide it into there. This takes all the concentration with your tongue out. One of the details re the steps is that in areas of the ship accessible for women, the steps had backboards behind the steps so that woman's modesty should not be compromised. Yeah, I think they still do that. I would need to find, just get this on the right, yeah, there we go. So we clamp that in now, and then we use the chisel edge again. Just tuck that under there, and we can bend this up at right angles. Just check it. Yep, looks to be right angles. And we come out and we do it all again on the other side. Now this is fairly easy to do because it's when you come to like making boxes or frameworks and things like that that you've got to think ahead and work out which fold you're going to make first so you can get it all in the clamp and fold things. Once we get on to some of the more complex photo etch parts on the ship, such as the benches and such, for instance, we'll anneal the brass to make it easier to work with. Just like applying a light heat to it, it makes it more bendy. But we don't need to do that with these because these are only simple bends. Right. So we can take that out. Yeah, a little micro bender. This is a Master Tools one. Once again from eModels. You can get them in different sizes, but the smaller they are, the less sort of size bending forms you have. But this one's ideal. I've used it for lots. Right, now we need another pair of tweezers. Sorry, rattling in the box, just looking for some tweezers. There we go. Right. Hold the tweezers. What we're going to do now is bend the steps. You need to work out which way you need to bend the steps. I think I've bent that the wrong way. There, that's one. Now we continue down. I think we've lost a step. the steps will go with a handrail at the top, so there's a can't really see this. The steps will go at the top, so the steps will go so the handrails to the top of the steps. Go back into focus like that. Difficult to see. There we go. And now what we're going to do now is form the rest of the steps. And there we go. There we go. Once you get the first ones done, you get the idea of where you're going to bend it and twist. Granted, I made a mistake and I've lost the bottom step on this one, but nobody will know. Don't tell anybody. Oh, deforming that, but there we go. There, that's not the best of steps, but I'll tidy it up after the show and it'll be right. There we go. Now let's put the two together, and this one, the first one was better than the second one, but there we are. Let's cut the steps. This one just needs a little bit of, when it comes into focus, just needs a little bit of tidying up. What's that? Bit of muck and straightening up, and we'll be brilliant. Yeah, nobody will see it when it's on the boat, and yeah, it's all painted. Yeah, where are we up to? Now we see why kits have jumped in price. All this photo etch detail make it cost more. Yeah, there's bags. I think Trumpeter are probably one of the kit manufacturers that are probably a bit more renowned for the photo etch kits, photo etch parts. Some of the companies that we have, yes, they're a bit, you know, are they just adding photo etch for the sake of adding photo etch, and is some of it really, for what it is, like really tiny rivets and things like that, is it really necessary? But yeah, whatever you want. Right, so yeah, well, Fox is about to leave to go and eat. I'm about to leave because we've been here an hour, and I thought I would get more done than I have tonight. But yeah, we've put some window frames in. We've made a step. We've made some steps with the step missing. But yeah, we'll call it, get the join around, and we'll fix that up. We'll sort it out. But yeah, we've been going for an hour. And yeah, it's really hot in here now with all these lights on. So we'll go back to where we are. We'll go back to there. Oh, right. Ted just a suggestion, it may be easier to bend the steps out 45 degrees in a place before you cut the entire. Yeah, it doesn't work. I don't think it'll work like that. The first one went together really easily. I think what happened here tonight was because I was trying to do it to one side and underneath the camera and things like that, I just didn't have the dexterity and sort of was able to get into it to do it properly. But yeah, I'll get the rest done and there shouldn't be a problem. But that's yeah, I think we'll leave it for tonight anyway. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll go away and do lots more until I come back again, and next time we'll probably have all the superstructure constructed and we can start putting some details and things on, because that's the next stage really, once it's completed. Yeah, as you'll find out once you buy the kit yourself, it's all superstructure, all building the hull and the superstructure, then after that it's adding all the detail. So yeah, I'll go get all that done. But yeah, so keep an eye out for next time I'm on. Like and subscribe. If you tick the notification bell, you'll see when ever any of us come on and do a live stream. So anyway, thanks for everybody that came along tonight to watch and keep me company and do a bit more on the Titanic. But until next time, keep an eye out. I might be along on my own channel as well soon. But thanks for watching. Okay, we'll see you all again. Bye everyone. Bye. Right, where's the button again?